Did you guys know that evidently I'm a sellout because I'm playing Zoodiac for the time being? Not quite sure how that works, but yeah. MKohl40 here, guys. So, a couple videos back, I was reading some of the comments, and a few people, actually it was like one or two people, were like, "Man, MKohl40, you're such a fucking scumbag for playing Zoodiac. You should go kill yourself." This is 40% of my humanity that I have left. That's why we keep this thing. So, I go to locals every week. Why would I not want to play what I feel is the best deck? And this might be a video of me sucking off all the fucking little furry zoo critters going, "Oh my god, rap here! Oh my god, reptile! Oh, give it to me some more!" You know, the point is, when I'm going into a tournament, it is my intent to probably want to play the best deck. I don't know why a lot of people really have an issue with that. You know, I've been through my time of where I was on the whole gadget train. You know, like, it was me. I don't disagree with that, me. You know what? I still love gadgets, the heartfelt passion. You know, Gear Gigant X is still one of the fucking coolest things I have. I even have the giant Gear Gigant X, which I'll probably dig out at some point and show it back off. But player mentality evolves. You know, you guys might not know, but I had Teledad back in the day. I had Tier 1 Lightsworn. You know, like, bibbity bobbity bibbity boo. You know, fucking, we've constantly had these Tier 1 decks, whether it be for playtesting. You know, how I had spellbooks. I had Fire Fist, Geargia, Spellbook Prophecy. You know, like, I dug all these decks back out of the closet recently because I'm like, damn, like, it's kind of time to revisit these. You know, Inzectors for their times. And it was just until recently that I had found a lot of the monetary value to want to pick up cards and sit on them. You know, granted, throughout the years, looking at my gadget deck, like, I had a lot of what I consider to be staples. You know, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a very cheap game. Here, just to show you, like, one of the very old boxes I have, like, DNA Surgery. That's not foreign. That's foreign, though. You know, like, Banisher, like, Verbanades Lich. These things were my fucking shit, man. Just grab these DNA Surgeries. Bad goes in matches. Shit's in main. You know, like, Einstein, Ritter. Like, these are all just examples of, like, good cards. Justin Delhon tech from, like, 100 years ago. Oh my god, those were the days. Some trap holes. Motherfucker, I see you, gadgets. See you, Grand Soil. Look at these. So, like, in the light, hold on, we'll get this right. So, in the light, these are the darkest looking motherfuckers on the planet. I would not want to play ultras of these. Supers are the way to fucking go. Also, buyouts. Stupid. But yeah, guys, it's we spent all of this time. Like, I picked these up at 25s a piece. Like, you guys, a lot of you guys, like, feel the struggle of picking up stupid stuff. Like, these are all things, like, throughout the course of time. Haha, we found one. Foreign one. ADN. That, you know, we'll have our guilty obsessions. Mine was picking up foreign stuff. I do love foreign cards. Don't fucking get me wrong. Maintaining foreign cards is a little bit more of a hassle now. You know, in terms of, like, keeping foreign cards nowadays, they have to be absolute staples. Selling foreign cards is a pain in the ass. You can't just go list them on TCG Player or things like that. But every format, we would pick up new essentials for gadgets. A new staple would come out. I'd have no problem spending a little bit of money here and there to maintenance it. But we were also keeping up with maintaining a lot of our quote-unquote other decks that we needed to playtest. And eventually, gadgets kind of, at one point we stopped blinging it out to the full extent that it was, and we kind of just let it take a back burner. Now we have all that nice stuff. You know, that's where all my playsets of stuff came from that I'm currently using. You know, but my stuff's not as shiny as it was. I don't want to spend as much money for bling as it is. Like, if I come across it, I get it at locals, whether or not it be from packs, OTS packs, things like that. Like, I have a Utopia the Lightning now, Ultimate, didn't have that before. Have one Instant Fusion, Ultimate Castel. And, like, we're covering ground very slowly. So, back to Zoo. You know, earlier in this video I said, you know, like, we're playing the best deck, and that's kind of where the maintenance cost comes into play. You know, like, we pick up all this stuff initially, and then I'm the kind of person that will start blinging stuff over time. It's kind of where, like, the Infusion Utopia, Solemn Strikes getting rotated into French. Like, I see them, I pick them up when we can, and things like that. So, playing the best deck, the best deck doesn't have to look the shiniest, but, you know, like, Ultimate Raigeki, I picked that up when it came out. You know, your core common staples that you have, yeah, you can sell them off, or you can kind of keep them as, like, if it's pure winnings, then, you know, you really shouldn't have a justifiable problem, you know, keeping these things. Zoo is a very good example of that. You know, I bursted a lot of money, generally overpaid a little bit for stuff just to have it right off the bat. I don't regret that decision. You know, that money I've spent, I've probably recouped maybe half of it in terms of what we pulled from winnings at locals from OTS packs. You know, we've generally been really fucking lucky for what we've been getting. You know, our locals gets a good size attendance. So if OTS pack prize out is so fucking good, you know, why would you not want to have the best deck for the maximum results to get it? Because, you know, like we discussed in another previous video, that, you know, if you're investing in a deck, as long as you get rid of it before the turnaround time disappears, then you won't lose a lot of money. So if you're taking that consistently to locals, say you spend $600, if you know the deck is going to last 2 months, so if you win 5 out of those 8 times at locals, and your prize pool payout is like 25, so like it's like $200. So in the long run, you'll make maybe $25, $50. It's not a lot, but, you know, okay, that's just value. What if we're pulling good cards every week? You know, what if you're on that one hot streak where you pull $50 one week and you pull something $90 next week? Like, you've plussed even more than you would have. So doing so with maximum results versus the feel good of, you know, hey, like, we did it kind of thing. You know, like, one hand is, you know, like, I'm playing combo and consistency, or I'm playing my gimmicky combo deck that makes me feel good when I actually beat Zoo. It comes with the territory. You have to decide what kind of person you are in today's metagame. I think a lot of people will unfortunately take that for granted. But for now, I'm on the Zoo train. The +5 combo is insane. You know, like, I can't stress that enough playing this game. It has the best chance of winning. Your dinosaur matchup isn't shit. You know, your paleo matchup's kind of bad, but like every 60 card deck can check that for you. And if you're going into locals every week, pre-Ghost Ash, as long as you're not losing to 60 card paleo every week or fucking 60 card Shiranui, you're not going to have a real problem going through a local environment. You know, you'll have your free wins, quote unquote. I'm not taking anything away from the players that play more roguish decks. You just have to understand that, like, unless you open up your techie outs to certain situations, you know, like DD Crow, things like that, you need to understand that, unfortunately, you're not going to see those outs every time, as opposed to someone that is literally playing the best thing they can. You can argue that, oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh's pay to win. No, Yu-Gi-Oh's pay to do well. It's been a saying that's been changed a little bit more throughout the course. Generally, as long as you have all of your general resources, you really know what you're doing, then you're not going to have really any problem playing this game. So, that's my 2 cents for the time being. You know, I can't please every person that wants some sort of original content. No, we'll try to give that to you guys where we can. That's what we've been doing with the discussions a little bit. You guys get to see a little bit more of the personality in terms of things, and that's what I really like doing with this channel. I'm not gonna get super fancy like Asian Eyes does, shitting out fucking 400 rogue deck profiles. Oh my god, the fucking latest combos. Like, watch Babyosaurus get a 3-way ran on it. Like, is that even fucking appropriate? Like, 300-year-old dinosaur deck. Fucking Babyosaurus uncovered. Fucking 1-card combo TKs. Like, that's what people like. But unfortunately, we don't always get the chance to do that. I'm a slow-ass dinosaur. Took me a solid fucking 4 or 5 hours to learn the zoo combo. I literally started playing the zoo combo, went to sleep. This one. The zoo combo took me... I sat down for 1 hour before locals, watched SEMO on video, at least 50 minutes, woke up, sat down in my chair for 5 minutes, quickly scrambled to try to do the combo, went to locals. Round 1 had to relearn the combo. By the end of that day, I was like, kind of And then at one point, like, I didn't open up the Instant Fusion, but I opened up the Terror Top with the Barrage. Like, I know we can do this. Like, we can build it. We can figure this shit out. And, like, having played it for a couple weeks, definitely kind of getting used to the iterations and things like that. You know, it... Definitely not the smartest bag of tools in the tool shed, but Jesus Christ, man. Sometimes it's just hard, Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, I'm coming down below. Tell me what you guys think. Please understand that we're not making Zoodiac deck profiles every week. Fuck that. But we'll see what we can come up with before Pittsburgh for what we're playing in Columbus. Alright guys, deuces. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, MKohl40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zoodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MKohl40 interactions. Please check out MKohl Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.